As you might be aware, the Hunger Games official page released an announcement that one fan was going to be cast in the movie. And since that announcement, the fandom has done an incredible job of putting up the most unserious auditions you've ever seen in your entire life. It's one of the saddest books we've all ever read, and it's my favorite thing that this is how we're coping. It's absolutely hilarious. Which brings me to why we are here today, which is to watch some of those auditions and react. Not all of them are jokes, by the way. There are some truly incredible auditions in this batch. I know we don't know when they're announcing the winner / what the winner's role is going to be. I think it's going to depend partially on like what talents somebody can bring. If someone truly is like an incredible actor, maybe they get a speaking role. I kind of doubt that, but I see it being maybe more like one of the tributes. We have so many tributes, you know what I mean? Like they can probably spare one, but they did specifically ask for people's like talents and stuff like that. So I guess maybe it's something they're going to work in depending on who auditioned. If you haven't read Sunrise on the Reaping, there's probably gonna be spoilers in this, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really want to tiptoe around spoilers and stuff like that, so if you have not read the book, you should read it. It'll make these auditions a lot funnier. It's so worth the pain, I promise. Goodbye to non-spoiler people.
President Snow, what an honor it is that you have named me head game maker of this Quarter Quell. No, please take your time. Finish your glass of milk. Allow me to present our most diabolical creation yet. It will consume the flesh of the children. They will attack in hordes. It will drive our tributes nuts. From the darkest pits of hell I present the squirrel. Their teeth and claws shall be made of vibranium, yes. And I assure you, they are ravenous. Their thirst for blood, it is insatiable. The squirrels you see, yes, they will strip the flesh bare. If a tribute encounters a squirrel, they will die. Brown, fuzzy, furious. Death shall be their shadow, yes. If a tribute lays down for a nap, squirrel. If a tribute attempts to climb a tree, squirrel. If a tribute is waiting for an ally to return from a secret mission, squirrel. The districts will not grow to fear volcanoes or poison. They will know only squirrel. The Grim Reaper has come, and he has a bushy tail. All of Fandom will ask, where were you when the squirrels attacked?
This guy I love. So like I can't remember which video I saw of him first, but it definitely was Hunger Games related, where he pretends to be, you know, the author of the series or a character in the story. He does this thing where he like leans and speaks, and it's so funny. I don't know what type of humor this is, but I absolutely love it. They will know only squirrel. Oh, it's so unfortunate. I wonder who we're getting as like a head game maker. If they're gonna be, they would have to be like a actually sadistic person for this role. Like Seneca Crane, he obviously had fun with his creations and stuff like that, but I feel like the Arena and Sunrise on the Reaping was sort of next level compared to what we got in the original trilogy. So I'm interested to see what type of game maker they have in there, because obviously when we met Plutarch Heavensby in Catching Fire, he, you know, is on our side. So interesting stuff.
Hi, my name's Nia Freewell. I'm a huge Hunger Games fan, and this is my audition for Sunrise on the Reaping. I'm a 5'3" female from Van Wert, Ohio, and it's literally always been my dream to be a part of a Hunger Games movie. Although I always imagine myself dying in about the first 5 or 10 seconds of the bloodbath. Although I love singing and acting, I feel as though my strongest talent involves combat. I've studied martial arts for 14 years, and I'm a black belt in Gen 1 Kempo Karate, although I have trained Japanese Jiu-Jitsu in the past. I've trained 5 different types of martial arts weapons, including bow, staff, and sword, not including throwing knives. I'm an artist and a huge risk taker. I've gone skydiving, and I've broken a brick with my bare hand, and yet posting this on social media is the scariest thing I've ever done. But hope is the only thing stronger than fear. Thank you for your consideration.
So this is one of the serious ones, and I feel like everyone in the comments is just like, this is the girl. Like she, all of the fight training, all of the cool stunts and stuff, she could do all of it. She would be such a great tribute. I love seeing stuff like this where people, they actually do genuinely want to be in the movie, and I think it's really fun that we're all going to be, you know, rooting for our, oh my gosh, they've turned us into the Hunger Games. We're rooting for our favorites. Somebody put in the comments, at least one of us is taking it seriously. It's giving Elle Wood's Harvard admission video.
They hang a man and flog a woman.
Happy birthday.
Who steals the goose from off the common.
Don't let him use you.
Yet let the greater villain loose.
Not if you can help it.
Who steals the common from the goose. The law demands that we atone when we take things we do not own, yet leaves the lords and ladies fine who take things that are yours and mine. Hey, up the man or woman who steals the goose from off the common. Yet geese will still come in lack until they go and take it back.
This one was so good. So I showed this girl in a previous TikTok Sunrise on the Reaping video because I was just so impressed with her performance of being Lenore Dove. And this, I also really loved this. I thought it was like, she's obviously a good singer. She would be great as a member of the Covey. And then also just the part of her, this is like etched into my brain after reading the book when they're driving away in the train and Haymitch looks out and, you know, Lenore Dove, she didn't cry when Haymitch was taken because she wasn't really giving anybody the satisfaction of seeing that emotion. But as they're driving away and no one can record her and she's just like screaming and crying his name. Oh, it was so upsetting in the book and she did such a great job with it in this video. This one, I know this isn't really like an audition. I mean, I think she's auditioning for the poster, which I think is incredible. But just this, it's so good. Like, what do you mean? The bow at the end was just really the cherry on top. Just excellent. I love this fandom.
Hi, I'm Zoe Deschanel. My height is between 5'4" and 6'4". You guess which side I'm on. I have a lot of different skills: running, jumping, walking. Oh, I'm being attacked by my cat. Just kidding. That's called acting. Here's me reacting to my name getting called at the reaping. I'm not going to do it because I'm offer only, of course. I'm only doing it if I'm being paid. Hello. I'm in Hunger Games. Me too.
I love that she did this and that everyone in the comments was like, oh, so New Girl was just a documentary. Like, this is so something that Jess would do in New Girl, 100%. Somebody said they are never doing open casting again.
Hello, Hunger Games. My name is Faye. I live in the Appalachian Mountains, and I wrote a ballad song about Haymitch going to see Lenore in the Covey graveyard, so I hope you like it.
This one, I loved this. This is another one where I'm like, she could definitely be a member of the Covey. And obviously she mentions that she is from the area that District 12 is set in. So there's a lot of that influence in her singing right there. And it's just like, I just thought it was really beautiful. I loved this. So I wanted to include it so that y'all could hear it too. Somebody put, "Oh, is you in the trees and in the breeze?"
Hi, my name is Ethan McMurray, and I made this as my audition to be in the new Hunger Games movie.
I'm realizing that a lot of these are music related. I was just also so impressed by this one. Looking at this, listen, I have very, very small amount of piano playing ability, and seeing this many, just like, what is it, clefs all at one time is making me scared. Like, this is so impressive. Hi, I'm the Empire State Building. I'm 1,454 feet, based in New York City, and I'm auditioning for the role of Arena, and I love that so much. I guess like it was in the description of, you know, what you need to say if you're actually auditioning. They needed everybody's height, stuff like that. But my favorite Comment. If Voldemort can be snow, then Mount Olympus can be the arena. So, just excellent fan culture reference. I love it. And I know a lot of people hated those Percy Jackson movies. Listen, they weren't good. I saw the first one before I read the books, and I was like, why is everybody mad about these movies? I actually kind of liked it. And then I read the book, and I was like, oh, I see. This is not supposed to be an 18-year-old man. This is Izzy, and this is her audition for the horse that pulls... Sorry, I know what's about to happen. That pulls Luella's chariot in the tribute parade. I think that is so excellent. Like, this is one of the ones where I'm like, this is so unserious. Can you imagine if they casted this horse? It's even better. And then I didn't even realize this. Somebody put it in the comments. I once saw a judge mark that as an earthbound movement on my friend's dressage test. I can't. That's hilarious. What did she even trip on? Snow's audacity. She performs her own stunts.
Wake up, little bunnies. Hop, little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. Hop, little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. Hop, little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. Hop, 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 little bunnies. Hop, little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. Hop, little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. Hop, little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. Hop, 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 let's hop.
To a Miss Rachel remix. I absolutely love this. I just think this is a really excellent use.
My name is Camille Rowe, and for my audition for Sunrise on the Reaping, I will be doing a dramatic retelling of Katniss's monologue from Mockingjay Part 1, but in a Jennifer Coolidge impression. I want the rebels to know that I'm alive, and I'm in District 8 where the Capitol just bombed a hospital full of unarmed men, women, and children. This is who the Capitol is. I don't know the rest of the lines, but this is for you, President Snow. If you burn, we burn with you. But you see that? Fire is catching, and if we burn, you burn with us. I see why they call it the Hunger Games. Makes me want a hot dog real bad.
This is what I mean by unserious. This is hilarious. And also, such a good impression. And also, where did she get the shirt with the emblem like that? Whoever's idea it was to have us audition is probably unemployed now. And then, yes, people are starting to have this general consensus. Suzanne Collins is going to punish us for these. And she's working on Phoenix Games as we speak. Because it's like kind of a joke, maybe not a joke, in the fandom right now that the reason we got Sunrise on the Reaping and the reason it was so incredibly heartbreaking was because of all the snow edits. Because we kind of took our eye off the ball for a little bit of who the real enemy is, didn't we? It's not our fault, but it was a thing that's happening, and now with all of this unseriousness, the fandom has a general idea that Suzanne Collins is probably going to be coming back for another round of punishment.
All right. My sister says that it isn't our fault and just to do the best prep we can. And she says if they try to fail us, we can appeal to the university board. And my sister knows everybody on the university board on account of how she used to be the student social planner and had to get everything approved.
Your sister is amazing.
She is. She was the president of the Capital Cohorts chapter. And she basically created the Spring Saturnalia her freshman year.
It's the party of the year. So much better than that tired old fling.
So much better. Anyway, she thinks we're going to be all right. Like she says, a positive attitude is 97% of the battle.
This one I absolutely loved. What a great audition. And, you know, we haven't heard anything about Proserpina yet, so who knows? But Proserpina, reminder, if you need to jog your memory, is Effie's younger sister who is part of the team that takes care of the District 12 tributes when they're getting ready, all the fashion, stuff like that. And she's in the fashion course, and she's really concerned because Magno, their main dude, is ridiculous and never does anything. But the way she got, it's so clear that this would be Effie's sister. From the inflections, the tone, the transatlantic accent, vibes, just the way she carries herself like Effie. It's just it's so spot on and it's amazing. Come up with this stuff. My audition for Ampert being chased and eaten by squirrels, followed by a bunch of wiener dogs, is hilarious and adorable. This is so impressive, honestly. I don't even know, how does one get into a sport like this? Congrats on landing your role as the Mockingjay pin. That's so exciting. My entry into the Sunrise on the Reaping casting contest as the game maker cleaning the arena during the games. Rest in peace. That's so funny. And it's because I feel like I've seen the meme everywhere from, I think it's SpongeBob, of like the guy like mopping the arena, and I think that's hilarious.
Peeta tells Katniss about how he doesn't want the Capitol to change him. Haymitch asked him, like how Mags and Wyrus asked, and he knew that he'd only be able to pick one of them. And then that's why Peeta's thinking about it.
This isn't an audition. I just had to show you this because it hurt me and I needed somebody else to talk to about it. It's so upsetting because the idea that Haymitch asked Peeta what he wanted the way that Mags asked him was because he didn't believe that Peeta was going to be getting out of there alive, which, if you look at the facts going in, I think it would be pretty obvious that Katniss would make it out over Peeta, and so it's not off base to think that Katniss could win and that Peeta would not. And the comments were they were even worse, where it was like Katniss, she already did her one thing. It was save Prim, she's not going to care about anything else, so Haymitch didn't feel the need to ask her. Somebody else said it would hurt too much to ask Burdock's daughter that question, which is deeply upsetting. Now that we have the ability to add pictures as comments, this cat is hilarious. Yeah, somebody said, this fandom is a prison. Give me more of your theories. Which, that's exactly, I feel like, how it's been since Sunrise on the Reaping came out. It's just like, yeah, everything I find out hurts me, but I want more. I'm very low on microphone battery, and I need to get back to it. So, were there any auditions you saw that you thought were absolutely hilarious? Because I love seeing these pop up on my For You page, and they've kind of been like petering out a little bit because I'm in a line dancing phase. I want to learn. So, I feel like there hasn't been enough Hunger Games on my feed. So if you auditioned or you've seen a really good or very funny audition, I would love to hear about it. Please like this video if you liked it. Click subscribe if you want to talk about more book stuff. My name's Katelyn. Thanks for watching. Bye.